Today, the Memphis Grizzlies suspended NBA star Ja Morant for a possible second gun incident. Video posted on Instagram this weekend appears to show the all-star point guard flashing a gun in a car. Nearly 2 months ago, the NBA suspended Morant after video showed him holding a gun inside of a club. Right now, it is unclear when this latest incident happened. The league is investigating, and Morant has not yet commented.
What's good, kings and queens? Your boy Byron X, the original orator of real, Dundada of truth, magnificent boss player, but ain't no games being played. Thanking God for what I got by asking God what he need in return. Today, I'll be putting some paint where lame can't. I got some side for the patches in the grass. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let's get it. So today, I will be speaking on Ja Morant, the superstar NBA basketball player, holding a gun for the second time. Now, I'm not going to bash him. I'm not going to shit on him like everybody else does. I want to make a point in what I'm about to say. You know, it's a lot of people who want to be in his shoes, and there's a lot of shoes that he wants to be in of other people that the world does not know. Because he continues to keep making the same dumbass mistake. The truth is, I said this in my last video and I'll say it again. When you don't have any experience as a child, if you haven't been through any traumatic experiences as a child in the street life, then you are not going to be deterred to leave that life alone. It's a lot of people who've done time who's already been traumatized from that life. So it's still people who still want to fill those shoes, and other people who's retired and left that in the past when they were children. You know what I'm saying? This dude is worth almost $500 million and continues to make the same dumbass mistake. A hard head make a soft ass, and I think that he does not need to be kicked off the Grizzlies basketball team. I just think he needs a good little break, so he can start making better decisions. His decisions are not helping him with his life. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different ways for us to go about, you know what I'm saying, you know, being seen in a light of others, knowing, you know, our worth. Let a motherfucker give me $500 million. You think I'm gonna be flashing a gun? I'm too busy. I got too much shit to do if I make $500 million. I'm not even on the Instagram at $500 million. You won't even catch me, you know, around too many people, you know, if it's not my family, you know, like, what the fuck?
So instead of you just being in your house, buying all the guns you want, playing with all the guns you want off camera, you want to get in trouble for having a gun at a club, give a bullshit apology, and then show a gun on Instagram Live. I've heard of NBA young boy, but you NBA dumb boy. You got to be the dumbest motherfucker in the league. You got $231 million promised to you, and you want to be a fucking thug? Yeah, it's okay for you to have a gun. You have you have a right. You have a Second Amendment right to have a gun. But what the fuck do you keep pulling it out menacing for? What is up with all this music you keep listening to? Is this music putting you in a trance, dumbass boy? Because this music is about to cost you your fucking career. You're going to be bouncing around with niggas all day long, just listening to music in the backyard of a goddamn shack if you keep on being a jackass. You's an NBA dumb boy, and your friends ain't your goddamn friend. Because I done dumb shit before, and you know when I noticed a real friend, they're going to tell you when you wrong, and then they ain't going to argue with you, but they just not going to participate and go with you in the bullshit. See, a real friend don't keep telling no man over and over and over what's right and what's wrong. You just tell them, and you let them make their own decision. But you don't, I wouldn't be the friend in the car next with you recording you doing something stupid. That nigga that got that cell phone and knew you got a gun and know you dumb enough to pull it out on camera, he should have never been recording your dumb ass, because you NBA dumb boy. Thank God you can shoot a goddamn basketball, you can jump, because that's about all you can do. Your brain is fucked up.
Being the face of the NBA, you know, like all these different deals and all these different concepts that he's able to indulge in, all these different ventures that he's able to take advantage of, all the money that he will be able to accumulate. You know what I'm saying? The wealth that he's going to be able to establish, the markets that are already interested in doing business with him. Different markets of genres, whether it's shoes, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, collabs, whether it's different things from different companies. It just runs people off. It runs the money away. There was a book I read about Fat Joe called The Book of Jose. And in the book, he talked about how he was like the only rapper promoting the Jordan brand, right, at the time. And he wanted to sign with Jordan as a rapper. But his beef with 50 Cent caused Michael Jordan to say to Fat Joe that he was ineligible to sign with Jordan worth millions because of the beef that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And the bullshit that you're dealing with. But then now you look at Fat Joe, he's a lot wiser, smarter, intelligent OG, because he's been through it. You know, that's what I said at the beginning of the video. If you're the type of cat who's already did that, you're kind of like, all right, I'm gonna take these shoes and I'm gonna throw them, you know what I'm saying, where they hang all the shoes at on the power line. You feel me? On the street. I've already done my history with these. I've already done my due diligence with this, and this is my past now. Now I step into my grown man shoes.
I was supposed to be the first artist ever to collaborate with Jordan Brand. I've always rocked the most Jordans, always had the 172 flyest, most exclusive Jordans of any celeb. No one can ever compete with my sneaker collection. Joe said that Michael stated, "You know I love you, Big Joe, but you're too hot right now. I wanted to do it, but I'm not into all that rap beef. With all this controversy, we can't do the sneaker anymore." Then Joe said, "That was it. I lost about 20 million by not getting that deal. I lost out on other endorsements too. Promoters definitely didn't want to book me and 50 Cent on the same shows. Everybody had to keep us separated. But as fate would have it, after the VMAs, we didn't see each other again in person for almost a decade." Now Fat Joe and 50 Cent eventually buried the hatchet at the 2012 BET Hip Hop Awards with the tragic death of their mutual friend, music executive Chris Lighty, inspiring a peace treaty between the rap rivals.
And then they asked me to do a tribute to Chris Lighty in the BET Awards. And I showed up. And it was 50 Cent, Missy, Busta, Tribe Called Quest. All of us was doing our thing. So we go to rehearse. I performed, and 50 ends up performing right after me, and he stops right next to me. And he puts his hands out, and he says, "Peace for Chris Lighty." And I said, "Peace?" And he said, "Peace." I shook his hand, and we've been brothers ever since.
Wise decisions, and we can learn from this. We can learn from this. We can learn what attention gets you. Too much attention will hurt you. You know, the wrong attention will hurt you. Seeking attention will hurt you. Do that so you can be seen in a different light. You know what I'm saying? So once we cut that light off and we, go really, shine at what we really good at, we'll have that respect regardless. You know, we don't have to act like, street rappers. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to act like niggas, man. We can be intelligent black men. You know, we could be money-making motherfuckers. You know, we ain't got to be on no dumb shit. And we ain't got to condone no sucker shit, because that's sucker shit. Hopefully I was able to come on and put some paint where lame can't. Hopefully I was able to give you some good game. Hopefully I was able to give my opinion in a way that, not beating them up, not putting them down, but you do need to get chastised. Somebody need to chastise you. It ain't like your daddy ain't in your life. Why your daddy ain't stepped in your life? Your daddy probably trying to be your friend too much. That's the one thing about being a parent. When your son and your kids are doing good and you want to try to just fit in and be their friend, but a lot of times it's best to just, if the bridge got to be burnt to prove your point, burn the bridge, and maybe in due time he'll see what you were trying to do, what you was trying to say to him for it all to make sense in the end. So that's what I got for y'all. Again, it's Byron X, the original orator of real, Dundada of truth, magnificent boss player, but ain't no games being played. Thanking God for what I got, but asking God what he need in return. I appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.